Well, here's a little sneak peek before the video started. I've owned how many tractors now, and this is the first time I've actually driven one in a field. Anyways, they're chopping silage down there, and the neighbor said, hey, come pick up the silage that's on the ground. I think your chickens will like it, so we're going to experiment with that. Shoveling all of it up, gonna put it on in the bucket and see if the chickens will eat it. I make hay right there too, so it's pretty funny. All right, back to work. All right, let us hope this trip bucket doesn't randomly trip when it shouldn't as I'm leaving the field here, or even worse, on the gravel. I guess I can get my cultivating practice in too, trying to keep her between the rows. I think their spacing's a little bit different these days though versus when this tractor was normally used. Oh yeah, nothing like having silage blow in your face. This thing really likes to pull to the right. I don't know why. The tread on the left side is better than the right side, so maybe that's why the whole thing's trying to steer itself. But the right front tire too always looks a little aired down, for lack of better words. Even though I air it up as much as possible, like it's overloaded on that side. I don't know, it's kind of weird. I just hope these tires don't blow up, because they're pretty huge. Alright, let's see if this was all in vain. The chickens will eat it or not. I think they will. Oh, Mr. Bun Bao. Ni hao ma. Got the food for ya. They're all running away from it. You guys stop biting. I think I just gotta lure them in by shelling it a little bit. You guys eat the cob and all that other stuff too. Well, I know you guys won't eat the cob, but eat the green stuff. They'll pick this clean. I know they will. I've seen them pick clean sweet corn. Guess it wasn't totally in vain. Oh, coming in hot. Oh yeah, I can actually pretend I'm a legitimate farmer for a day. Not. Got the old John Deere right here, you know, we mean business. Sure. Sure. Well, for the first time dumping something on a flat trailer, I give myself a solid B-. Probably come back and the chickens will probably knock half that off back on the ground anyways. Alrighty, mamas. I got an ear of corn for ya. Oh yeah. There they go. Alright, there's a little bit more down there, but it looked like they're still chopping silage, so I'm gonna give them a little bit to finish that up before I get in their way. Well, back at it again on the hunt for silage. You only want the stuff that's on the corners. At least it'll make mowing a lot easier now that I don't have to worry about hitting any corn. 5th gear on the bottom, just putzing. She seems to like it. Not losing oil pressure. No ticking. Life is good. I'm driving in the field. It's like I actually farm or something. No, I'm just a grass guy. Don't get me wrong, I'm here for the benefit of free chicken feed. But it's also because the silage is in my hay. We don't want to kill the lawn or anything. Or I should say, my grass. Some of it was on my neighbor's lawn. Oh, I just felt the raindrop. That's nice. Alright, time to hurry up. Alright, I think I picked up most of it. Just kind of... Wow, okay. Just kind of patrolling. Some stuff in the field, but I'm not really all that stoked to get it. I'm just more grabbing it to help out. But hey, if the chickens eat all of it after all, which they're nibbling on it, I don't know if they're going to finish it, then maybe I'll be more inclined to grab more, but oh well. Let's turn this thing back on around. Apparently I can go back here and cut hay too. I just never got around to it. But that's what the neighbor was saying. He's like, you can go back here and cut this strip too. So it's just funny. Every time I cut hay, apparently there's more and more places that keep getting gifted to me. Like, yeah, there's a little pile right there, but I'm not that worried about it. There is just another little pile over there in the field I'll grab. I want to get one more bucket full, but sun's going down soon. I still got to work on putting that shed together, so for shop, future shop. So now I'm not going to judge because I've never chopped silage before, but man, there is a lot of cobs just littered throughout the field here. So I don't know if that big old Klaus was doing its job or if this is just the way she goes. I don't know. I guess drop in the comments below. But hey, I mean, I'm benefiting from it. I could spend here all day picking up these cobs, which I'm not going to do, but I started recording, so I thought I might as well do something while I'm recording. Oh, how lovely. It's raining. At least it's raining on the way home and not the field. Gotta keep a close eye on that chipmunk. That little kid likes to creep on up. And I push her back on down a little bit so she don't fly off. Well, don't dump our load in the middle of the road. It's kind of sketchy with the barrel front. I don't know what was going to happen. Do this, might as well grate the driveway while doing it. Oh no, I want to grate the driveway now, so I'm leaving it down. Get rid of that crown. We don't want that grass. Oh no. Yeah, I think we pretty much identify as a grater now. Man, there was quite the crown in there. I never realized. Maybe I'm just being an idiot shoveling up rocks. Probably both. Alright. Lock back in place. Oh yeah, I'm starting to get good at this. Well, done with that. Oh, diesel's just a little bit. Back to working on the future shop. Oh, she saw me looking, so she went away, but even the dog thinks silage tastes good, so I don't know. Maybe it's new miracle food. Maybe I should give it a try. Yeah, no. I had a coworker tell me once, though. He said whenever you fed his cow silage, the milk would later taste like dill pickles. Now, I don't know if how believable that is. I mean, I'll take his word for it, but you guys have any experience with that? Would you just go on? Oh my goodness. Okay, fine. All right, more shoveling. Man, reversing a running gear, I swear, is like some of the most reverse psychology stuff with the steerable axle in the front. And we got her done. Well, welcome back to the channel, guys. I told myself I wasn't gonna record any more of my new shop, but I thought, oh, I might as well. I'm using the Farmalls after all. So this wall on this garage, this was built in the 70s, is separated, and you can see the actual like 2x6 or whatever split in half ages ago. The whole wall is kittywampus like this as compared to the edges there that are straight. So I don't really have a good means of going in and pushing on there, and I actually have to jack this up a little bit too because it's sunk down. So my best method here is to go ahead and run a little pulley system around my center support, because that's really smart to do, obviously. It's not like this is going to come tumbling down and then negate the whole reason why I'm doing this in the first place. But I'm just giving her a little tug and see if she'll come through. And if that doesn't work, I'll have to figure out a different method. I suppose I can go around the back and pull from there, but that's too much work. I already have this set up. So just give her a little tug here. If I see anything move that I don't want to move, then we'll have to go with a different method. And if my whole garage collapses, well, they'll make good YouTube content, so you gotta look at the bright side of things. Yeah, this garage here is going to be my future shop. Nothing against the personal one, it's just that one's so run down and it needs to be completely redone anyways. All the wood's stained with animal urine and whatnot because they never sealed the top of the shop. So critters just got up there and it's a disgusting mess and not an enjoyable work environment. So I was thinking about building a new shop over there, but then I'd have to grade or over there. And then I just came to the consensus that I got a perfectly good garage and I could just insulate that and make it a nice little cozy shop. The only downside is I can't pull my 1-tons in there to work on them, but literally anything else I can work on in there. The race car, the daily, and of course the tractors, which is kind of the bread and butter of the channel now, so even some mowers. So I was like, you know what? That'll be a fun little thing to bring on around. You could tell she's been abandoned for a while. She needs some cleaning up. Well, I figured something out. Fortunately, you know, the power line's literally right in the way of where I need to be. But I found out if I just push it with the bucket, we'll start bringing her on home. And this already was torn up in the corner. I didn't do that, but it's actually working to my benefit because it's kind of cradling the jack. So, I'm gonna keep pushing her on forward a little bit and hopefully bring her on home. She's starting to slide over too, which is pretty sweet. Then I'm just gonna put a big old board up here and drill the heck out of it and secure the heck out of it. Well, I did the right thing and got her pulled on through. The only downside is that the jack got stuck and it kind of peeled back the tongue and groove board a little bit, but I've accepted that this was going to get a little messed up anyways. This already was all bent up, so it's not like it looked much worse. But yeah, there we go. She's pretty much pulled all the way back now. Jack's dropped down. I'm gonna give a look at her. Still think she's slightly kittywampus, but I think that'll make me happy. I'm gonna pull this in a little bit more on the left side here, and I think we'll call that good, and I'll hammer that back on in, clean this all on up. But that's pretty good. Now hopefully the door shuts. Oh, such a sweet truck. See that coming in the auction lot, just know that some sketchy stuff is about to happen. Well, there we have it. It's about as close as I'm gonna get it. I was kicking on this and then I just saw the whole bottom moving, so this must be slid forward as far as she wants to go. So I'm gonna get a board here, hold this section. This guy's kind of holding it all together still, so I don't want to take this out yet, so I'll fill in this area with the board, and And I'll come back to this guy right here, take that out, and then finish that area and hammer that back in. When I was pulling up the H, the trip bucket wasn't secure and it dumped my mallet somewhere in the lawn and I can't find it, so it's kind of unfortunate, but whatever. Let's get this screwed on in. Yeah, I'll say, folks, these doors haven't opened and closed so nicely ever since I've lived here, and ever since straightening that out, so much easier, so much easier. However, there's one more thing I'm gonna do. So this is kind of only secured down here by a rotted board, same for right there. So I think I'm gonna put a block, like a 4x4 here and here, and kind of secure it this way and that way, just to give this bottom a little bit more structural security, because hopefully I'll let this 50-year-old garage last another 50 years at least. I mean, I won't be living here in 50 years, but the shop hopefully will be, and it'll help out many a folk working on their crappy old tractors. Yeah, man. Oh, that is so refreshing. So refreshing. And speaking of refreshing things, let's go check on the water temp on the Farmall here. Now, I will say both of the H's definitely need their carburetors tuned. Yeah, looks like she's staying pretty cool. I kind of just have her at an idle RPM. I don't have her super revved up. But I've just been letting her idle for a bit, for about like an hour here, just ever since I turned it on, because I just want to see, you know, well, will she overheat or anything? But so far she's being loyal. The other one's pretty loyal too. I do want to scratch off on the other side the actual VIN on this engine to see if maybe this has an engine swap. Looking at everything though, I don't really see any telltale signs of an engine swap. Well, the paint might be a little brighter there, so that might be something. There's the serial number there for you folks. X, I believe that means it's just a gasser, which obviously would make sense because it was built in 49 and there's only one fuel tank on it anyways. So I think that means it's a higher compression engine, but it sounds really good. I love it. Maybe I'm just a ricer though, and I think it sounds good because there's a massive exhaust leak right there. But yeah, do you guys think this paint on, I mean, obviously this part is different than the fuel tank, but do you think this paint is original here? I know International offered to repaint their tractors, but so it could have been repainted by International, but I also know the paint on these things don't really last as long as a modern tractor just because, you know, older technology. Alright, back to working on the shed. You can tell in the back here, he's also kind of crooked down. It's just really dilapidated, the shed, the garage. And it's just kind of been half fixed over the years. I myself am guilty of that. Like, there's a lot of rotted wood here, but nothing I can't fix. I remember when I first moved in here, I kind of half fixed it anyways, but now that I actually want to make it my future shop, I'm gonna do it the right way. So most of these walls though are pretty in contact. It's just they didn't do the windows right, because everywhere there's a window it's a little rot, which isn't a huge deal, but it is what it is. And of course the biggest thing that needs to be done on this is the roof, and I'm gonna put a steel roof over the shingles. So that's the only thing that is gonna bite while doing this, but I really look forward to the rest of it. But yeah, guys, that's kind of the gist of what I'm doing here. So I don't think I'm really gonna need the H for much more work here. Don't really think I'll need it for here, or really anywhere else here. I think that was the only wall that was collapsing. Maybe right here, but if I remember correctly, I think I could do this with the floor jack. So if I got any more work here, I'll probably already have thrown it in the video, but otherwise I think that's all. So yeah, thank you. I appreciate you guys watching, and let's do a little walk around of the H here. So a lot of you guys are wondering, and I'm gonna make a video comparing side by side this H versus the other, why I like the other H more than this one. And well, this one's just more annoying to operate. Now that being said, I definitely do like the look of this one more. It's got more of an aesthetic vibe, but I think this one has a history of, well, leaking a lot. It's covered in grime, but well, they probably both do. The other one was probably looking just like this too, and it got washed up before it went to the auction lot. The only difference is this one wasn't. But this thing likes to pull to the right when you're driving it. The tires are significantly shot, and I could always swap that over from the other one. The seat on it's messed up. The steering is a lot stiffer. I did grease it up though, and that did help a lot. Other things. Oh yeah, this grease zerk is snapped. This thing has definitely worked pretty hard in its life, but it is a good tractor. Don't get me wrong, so that's what's making the decision very difficult here on which one I should keep. Which one I should keep. It's kind of cool. I've never seen a ignition coil like that one. At least on these, it's a little bit different, so I don't know if that's an IH thing or not. But yeah, you can tell she leaks too. She definitely leaks too. She ain't perfect, so hard decisions, so I will say transmission on this one is a lot quieter. They both leak a lot, so I really can't say one's better than the other in terms of the leaking department. But again, I will say this one definitely, I'm losing track of what I'm saying now, but yeah, it's going to be a hard decision between the two. But I definitely would like to get rid of them. One of them, I don't want to keep hoarding. I want to keep making tractors flow through here. I want to get one, sell, get one, sell, keep on them. I want to build up the whole collection of the letter series eventually, but we'll get there eventually. I might even dabble in a little bit of green, guys. I know, don't worry. I'm an IH guy, but I want to play with the green stuff too. But yeah. That's the video, folks. I appreciate you guys watching, and stay tuned for more content. And this will be the future shop here. She looks pretty run down right now, but this is where dirt and pavement's really going to settle on in. So appreciate you guys watching, and have a good one. And please drop a like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out. Hit that hype button. I have no idea what it does, but just hit it anyways. We'll be working on the Integra soon here too, because that's the winter beater, and I got to rebuild that engine because I got low compression on cylinder 1. Anyways, guys, have a good one.